Some boy on a life. Boy, have some girl I got a style for your wife for your yard.
Hey guys, it's Kenyana. Welcome back to another loc video. As you guys can see, today I will be re-dyeing my locks with the help of my sister because being 8 months pregnant, I'm just not able to do things the way I would like to. Now, if you guys are new here, welcome. My name is Kenyana, as I've mentioned, and I like to make contents all about locks. So if you guys are interested, stay tuned for this video. Now, we did go in with the Adore Truly Red and also the Adore Cajun Spice to re-dye my hair. I'm not exactly sure if the colors that my loctician originally used when she dyed my hair, but it was not the colors that I asked for specifically. I much rather prefer the look of the color that we chose to do for this video. Now, I do need to refresh my color. Obviously, as you guys can see, my roots are coming through and a lot of my color in my locks have faded. I got my locks originally dyed in November of 2022 and now it is March of 2023, so this color seems to not last as long as I would have liked. It's been a few weeks since my hair has needed to be dyed, so we're going to go in. This is a home job, so do not expect things to be perfect. I did like the way that the color turned out. We just made sure that the locks were saturated well enough with the dye, made sure that all the spots were covered. I did decide to not bleach my roots because I was perfectly fine with the ombre effect. We did go in and use some aluminum foil. We didn't do a good placement for the aluminum foil, but we did decide to go in with aluminum foil to, you know, separate each section so the colors won't bleed onto each other. The entirety of the dyeing process took us about an hour to do. I was a little apprehensive about how many of the bottles of dye that I bought because I bought 2 of the Truly Red color and I bought 1 of the Cajun Spice because I do have more red locks than I do orange locks. But I decided to go in with Cajun Spice, which is a more darker brown color than my orange locks. Now, I did not ask for orange and red locks. I wanted more of a muted burgundy, dark brown color. So that's the reason why I chose Cajun Spice instead of a color more similar to the orange. So you guys can see here how Cajun Spice look. It's more darker than what my current color looks. Do not use Head and Shoulders to wash your hair if you have colored locks. After using that shampoo, a lot of my color faded. Now, as you guys can see here with her applying Cajun Spice, my locks are already looking more of a chocolatey brown instead of that orange tone that we originally had. Now, I was kind of nervous because I did not think that I bought enough Cajun Spice because once it got closer to us on the, I would say, the last 5 locks, things started to look a little bit skimp with the dye, so I was a little nervous, but we did make it work. We used every drop of that hair dye, and in the end everything worked out. So I have 84 locks total, some ranging from small to medium, and 3 bottles of hair dye was more than enough for my hair. Why you wanna play so bad? Why you wanna play
play so bad? Why you wanna play so bad? Why you wanna play so bad? I touch that fine for you. I do that 3 more times and can I testify for you? I told I like you, that bitch I do it all and I'm around, you're scared to do. I'm not.
Can we please just give my sister like a round of applause? She was so helpful. We were up at midnight trying to do my hair. So she really did basically the entire dye job and I did my retwist. But she was such a huge help because I run out of breath a lot more quicker now that I am pregnant, and I just did not have the energy to do this by myself. I guess you can say this was like her little birthday gift to me because we did do this a day before my birthday. But of course, with me not having any energy with this pregnancy, not being able to do much of anything, she did all this for me. So
Argument back up to my place. Sex from you, I'm not violent on you day one. We had shit, yeah. It was magic, yeah. Smash and grab shit, yeah. Nasty habits take a hold when you're not here. Ain't a home when you're not here. The grow when you're not here. I'm saying I can't lose when I'm with you. How can I lose and miss the moment? You just too important. Nobody do body like you do. I can't lose when I'm with you. How can I snooze and miss the moment? You just too important. Nobody do body like you do. You do. Are you frontin' on me and I'm the main one crying? Are you blaming on me and you the main one lying? Are you threatening to leave and I'm the main one crying? Just tryna be your everything, main one crying. Are you frontin' on me and I'm the main one crying? Are you blaming on me and you the main one crying? Are you blaming on me?
as you guys can see, we use all of the Cajun spice. Now, this hair dryer, I want to talk more about this because I received this as a gift for Christmas and I have been using this dryer nonstop because it honestly saves me a lot of time on having to hold a handheld dryer. I would much rather prefer using this hooded dryer because it's easy to open and it's also compact. You can also close this down into a smaller so it can fit more into a smaller space. And also it was cost efficient. It wasn't very expensive. Now here I am now rinsing this dye out after I've sat under that dryer for about 30 minutes, I believe. 30 minutes was more than enough. You guys can see how vibrant my hair is looking now. It's not the faded look that we had in the beginning of the video. So I'm just going to rinse my hair out with some lukewarm water and make sure that I rinse it out really good. Now, when you dye your hair, you are going to have a little bit of runoff when you wet it. Obviously, you'll be able to tell when you've got all of the dye out. But using the cold water helped me retain my hair color more than what I've done because I think it was more of the shampoo that I was using. It was not that good. So here is a more close-up. I am using Dr. Bronner's to wash my hair. I go in about 4 times, making sure that everything is washed out well. I did get some hair dye on my shirt, but make sure you guys wear clothing that you don't mind getting dye on it because it is going to happen.
with it bad. Now I'm something like the chemist on campus, but there's no drug around. I like what I found in you. I still can't feel my face. What am I smoking anyway? She said don't let the high go to waste. Can you taste it? Little taste it? Novocaine.
I am losing steam once again. Now here I am just under the dryer again to dry my hair before I have to go into my retwist. At this point it's closer to 3 hours and I am just over this entire process, but I'm willing to see it through all the way. So I'm just going to let this dry at least 85%, and then I am going to start on my retwist. Like, look how good that color looks. So much better than the beginning start. Now this is my first time using this locking gel. The original price for it is about $30, but I think it's a good investment. I will be using again. This isn't a retwist where I just go in and clean up all the parts. This is more so of a basic hand job. I don't want to say it's a hand job, but it's a basic retwist where I just go in and make sure that the roots are separated and everything is looking cute.
Pity, all the pretty girls involved with me, making pretty love to me, pretty. Pity, oh, I can't feel a thing, can't feel a thing, can't feel a thing, can't feel, I can't.
Now I can't decide if I want to do a middle part or if I want to lay my locks more so to the side. I usually don't like wearing my locks down the middle like my original parting, but I did do it for this retwist. Now this retwist did take me about 45 minutes, so it wasn't too much of a hassle. The locking gel did give me good hold. It did not have an overly crazy smell on it with the locking gel, so I did like that. Now if you guys have watched until the end, thank you so much for watching this video, and if you haven't already, make sure you guys give me a subscribe, click that notification bell so you guys are updated whenever I post new content, and I will see you on my next video.